Hello guys, it's me again, the Big Brain Meta Analysis, and today we have a different type of video. We are gonna say and talk about the Tier 1 meta, like the one that I enjoy, and today we are here with my friend Toise. So, Toise, present yourself.
Hello guys, it's me for the first time, the massive cock and small brain Toise, and I'm here to help to be dumbest.
So, we are gonna talk about the new patch, like the banned Pokemon and the unbanned ones, the Pokemon that I myself think it's very OP, and we are gonna talk about some Pokemons that are in the ban list that maybe can get unbanned. So by starting now, we are gonna talk about the two demons that got banned, Blissey and Alomomola. Starting with Blissey, that I think she is like the least problem. So Blissey, in my opinion, was very OP because she could like tank every SP attack Pokemon in Chetire, also because of her status, like she has a lot of HP and also a lot of defensive. So for example, on some of my videos I used a earthquake with crocodile and somehow this bitch survived, but that is not the biggest problem with her. Like the biggest problem is that she can learn Toxic, like this generation Blissey and also Chansey can learn Toxic, while for example in generation 6, generation 8, Blissey can't learn Toxic, so it was more balanced for her. But since we are talking about generation 6 and also that she is allowed on T1, like she has a very few counters, not saying that she was unbeatable, like very OP that can destroy everything like Alomomola was, in my opinion, for example. So I think Blissey really deserved this ban because, of course, playing against her and also with her was very boring, and also like in Clan Wars you need to finish your battle the fastest as possible to gain some tokens, and also in Blissey and Alomomola as style Pokemon waste a lot of time in the battle. So I think Blissey got a deserved ban, but I don't think she was that OP. But yes, deserved ban, she was really OP and has a little counters. So what is your opinion about her ban, Toise?
Well, I think Blaze deserved to be banned because it was very annoying to play against, like the duo of Blissey and Alomo were, I think, the worst to play against. I remember the when I came back to Clan Wars, the first battle I found was against both of them. It was really annoying. I almost killed it again. So yeah, I think they deserved it to be banned. I think maybe not Alomo because I think Alomo was kind of easy to deal with, but Bliss was really hard to beat. So and now with the banishment of Alomo, Sharpedo raised up and it's very annoying to play against. We will talk about it later, but it's nice to, to say that Sharpedo will now like raise up, and Alomo was a really nice counter of it.
Let's talk now for Alomomola. I disagree with you. I think Alomomola was the best Pokemon in Chester without a doubt because she has no counters. Like you say that is easily counter her, but I don't think so because, for example, if you have a Gudra to back her up, like the two weakness that she had, like electric and also grass types. So she would be like unbeatable because Regenerator, I think, is one of the best abilities in the game. So she, as like Chance and Blissey, she has a lot of HP, but with a passive ability like Regenerator that can make her like unbeatable. I think Alomomola was the most broken Pokemon in the start because she was literally unbeatable. I don't think
I
she has.
think I think Alomo can be like walled by Manibus, that is I think the most common Pokemon in Tier 1. I think like you have Taunt, you have Toxic, you can deal with it like. But Blissey was really annoying because it was hard to kill. I think Alomo you can kill like easily. Not easily, but you can deal with.
Like not most of people use taunt Manibus, even
Yeah,
though
they
it's
should.
very good. And also there is not a lot taunt in this game. I think because of the bug that happens a lot. Like not many people knows about this bug, but I will start talking about it so people can, so the developed can fix it. Like for example, if you are playing against install, like for example, imagine you're playing against the best Pokemon Planet player we have, Miekolo, and he uses a Hitran in his team. So imagine, for example, you are and go taunt his Hitran, and he has, for example, Protect that has +6 priority. Então, so you taunted his Hitran, and then there's a bug in this game that if you press the Protect instead of say that the move is disabled, it also change the move that the Pokemon will use. So for example, if you click the Protect with your Hitran while you are taunted, you will have a +6 priority Lava Plume or Magma Storm, and I think this bug should be fixed the fast as possible, because of course it makes Tau much stronger than that already is. And for example, in this case, people I don't think likes using a lot of taunt, not because it's a decent movie or prefer using other movie, but because this bug is in the game. So what's your thoughts about that?
Well, to be honest, I didn't even know that. I knew that this bug existed, but I didn't know how it works. Well, of course, all bugs must be fixed by the broad mainly. But well, I don't know. I think we can. Well, I don't know, to be honest. I
Uh,
think if someone bug abuses this bug mainly, you gotta report him, or I don't know. It's hard because you must record the screen to report someone, and it's not like easy. Sometimes it's kind of hard to start doing this. But I still think that Manibus can wall alone. But I'm not against this banment. I think Alomo should be banned just because of making the game faster. That's what T1 is about. I think so. Tier 2 has already the profile of being annoying in sometimes long games. I think Tier 1 should be like faster and smoothly to play. I think I agree with both banned, man.
I agree with that. Like Blissey and Lumumula was the biggest problem in my opinion for T1, because they are very annoying to play against and also make the game very slow. So I think both of them deserve the ban, and I hope to never see them again, because they were spreading corruption in humanity, and every time we played against both of them, the first thing I wanted to do is break some Geneva Convention laws and commit some war crimes. So I think we can pass uh, to the other Pokemons we are gonna talk is the unbanned ones, Starmie and Haiku. Starting with Starmie, I will give my opinion about her. I don't think Starmie is very OP. Like, I think Psychic types is very bad in Taiwan, because of course the best Pokemons that are in T-Star, so we are gonna talk about them later. Manibus, Crocodile, Mienshao, Sharpedo, they all can learn some dark type moves, and also, for example, the best one that is Knockoff. So Psychic type is very vulnerable in T-Star, and also in Gen 6, Rapid Spin don't buff your speed, so Starmie, even though she is a hazard remove, if for example she decides to press Rapid Spin, and it's very clear that she could be pursuit trap by a Crocodile, for example. So I don't think Starmie is very OP, and I think she deserves to be unbanned, because of course I don't think she would be a threat, and I don't think people will use her a lot, because I don't think she is that OP. So, what's your thoughts about Starmie?
Yeah, I agree. Starmie is like I like Starmie, but I think it's like it's not a really good Pokemon. I think. Well, if you have a well built team, it will work. But it's easily walled by mainly Snorlax Pursuits would like eat it alive. So I think yeah, it deserves to be unbanned because it's not that good, but I think it can work if you get a nice team.
Now we're gonna talk about Haiku. Like Haiku, I don't think it's very OP, but is a little uh, over the top. Like, maybe it could be an S star or an A plus star, just because the sub-skull mindset I think is OP. Because, like, for example, if you use the normal set that is specs, I think it sucks, but the sub-skull mind on would be very OP, because Blissey, that was Haiku, got banned, so you need most of the Pokemons in T-Star will be to uh, especially defensive, will be Empoleon and Kingdra, and both of these Pokemons will lose 1v1 against Haiku, because this Sub's Calm Mind set is Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, Sub's Uncalm Mind, and T-set can win against Empoleon and can win against Kingdra. So you need, for example, a Crocodile to deal with Haiku. I think Haiku is over the top, but we will need to play more against or with him to see if he deserves to be unbanned or not. I played against some Haiku last week, and yeah, he is good, but I don't feel like he is like the best Pokemon, and even better than Entei. I don't think. I think Entei still, as a legendary, is better than Haiku, in my opinion, of course. So, what's your thoughts about Haiku?
Um, I think it should be unbanned like how it was unbanned. And I think Haikou is kind of easier to deal than Entei because Entei does a lot of damage, what annoys. It's really annoying. But I love Haikou. I'm absolutely using it when I get one, just because it's like a very nice Pokemon. I think uh, I don't know if it's. I think Scarf wouldn't work, but I think if you get if you get a well-built team, I think everything works. But I think Haikou in a good team would be like very annoying because it's not like easily to, to wall it. Like you can wall with Kingdra. I think Kingdra is the mainly Pokemon that would wall it because you could get or AGP Hidden Power Grass or Hidden Power Ice. I think even Ice wouldn't do a lot. even if it would be like Calm Mind Haiku, it wouldn't do a lot on Kingdra because it has an amazing special defense, what is really annoying too. But I think Haiku will be will get a spotlight on Tier 1. I think it will be a really good Pokemon soon.
Before we uh, go to the next, I want to point out, for example, Haiku is a little uh, good with Calm Mind subs. And for example, people would compare him maybe to Celebi, and I think Celebi is not very good like Haiku because simply of the speed. Like Haiku has 115 speed, and I think it's very much. And also, uh, like did not saw the scarf or specs sets yet, so I don't and I can't talk a lot about this set, even though, for example, Smogon, the site Smogon says to use it that is better. So I do not find fault on yet, so I can't tell how good or how bad the cheese set will be. So moving to the next one will be Manibus. In my opinion, Manibus is the best Pokemon for T1. Maybe this ranking of his will change since Haiku is now in the tier, and Haiku obviously can very easily deal with Manibus. But still, Manibus, in my opinion, is the best because his huge moveset that he can use. For example, he can use a careful nature, he can use an impish nature, he can use full play, he can use taunt, brave bird, U-turn. I hate the leftovers version of it, but if you wanna do, then it's not my problem. But you can use with Rock Helmet and also leftovers. So I think Manibus also have a huge EVs on the nice stats, so he has a lot of HP and a lot of defense and SP defense, and also full play and toxic. They don't use attack or SP attack evades to deal damage, so he has a lot of defense and also can deal a lot of damage even though he don't have the good EVs on attack and SP attack. I think Manibus is good in T-Star, but don't deserve ban because he is the Pokemon that can stop the other honest that is very good in T-Star, such as, for example, Crocodile, such as Sharpedo, Mienshao, and they suffers a little but still can wow it if play correctly. So yes, Manibus is over the top, but if you ban him from T-Star, I think other Pokemon such as Crocodile, Mienshao, Sharpedo should be banned as well, or they would be out of control. So I think Manibus is OP, and he needs to be OP to stop chess Pokemon from being broken and don't have any counters to it. So what's your opinion about Manibus?
This line of OP pokes are basically the team of rich people. I have faced like exactly this team sometimes. It's very annoying to deal with because I think Sharpedo, after the banishment of Alomomola, is now very annoying to deal with. It's kind of it has a really nice text. If you want to beat it, you already got a Manibus, but kind of walls. If he don't crit, um, or you got a priority move like Entail with extreme speed that can deal with, but is still really annoying. I think Manibus is now the best Pokemon uh, to wall physical Pokemons. Um, and Also, I think Taunt and Toxic Set is really OP because you can like deal with Empoleon. But Manibus has also another ability that is weak armor that it can, like if you want to play funny, you can make build a team with weak armor Manibus. What is it's kind of cool if you don't want to, like if your goal is to have fun and not to get coins like tokens. I think yeah, but I think Manibus is now it's the mainly wall Pokemon for physical, and Empoleon that we will talk later is the mainly Pokemon for the special defense wall.
I think only Pokemon that can like be as good as and annoying as Manibus is Chesnaught, but Chesnaught is very hard to get in this game and also can't deal with Entei. So Manibus is cheaper and also better than Chesnaught, and I think he is, in my opinion, the best Pokemon for this tier. Let's see if it will change when Haiku starts to shine on it, but I don't think so. So for the next Pokemon we're gonna talk will be Crocodile. In my opinion, Crocodile is the best offensive Pokemon. Like many times I just win the game by pressing knockoff 6 times and my opponent cries a lot and dies. So Crocodile, knockoff is without a doubt the best attack for this tier, like removing items and also dealing a lot of damage, is very nice. And also Crocodile has access to Moxie, that is, in my opinion, the best offensive ability. So you start and kill some Pokemon, you up plus an attack, so it's like you have a Band and a Choice Scarf at the same time. So Crocodile also has access to Stab Earthquake and Stab Knockoff. So the two best moves for this game, in my opinion, for a offensive Pokemon. So I think he is the best one to run in some teams because he is the perfect Pokemon from Tier 1 Clan Wars, since you can finish games very fast most of the times. And you can argue, yeah, he is very vulnerable to the other ones, such as Manibus, such as Mienshao, Sharpedo, and also Entei. But if your opponent, if you build a good team to deal with chess threats, such as for example having Manibus and Crocodile in the same team, I think he will shine a lot, and I really like using Crocodile and Manibus in the same team. So what's your opinion about Crocodile?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you because Crocodile is like it's like easy. I remember once you said Kyoto is very immoral because it is. You just gotta press one and win the game. Crocodile is almost the same thing on tier one. You just press knock off, and then Muxi do all the works for you. But again, if you get a well-built team, you can easily deal with it. Like Manibus is a very way to, a nice way to deal with it. Unless he is on edge and crits you, but you must got a, a wall to something to wall Stone Edge, or else you will lose, of course. But I think Crocodile you can deal with it like easily. You when you build your team for Clan Wars Tier 1, you must have a counter of Crocodile, or else you will easily lose to it because it's like that. You press one and win.
Name, for example, if you use a Tier 2 Pokemon or Ranked, you need a counter to Keldeo, since like he only press one and win the game. So most of people only use Among Us to deal with Keldeo, and it's the same for Crocodile. You need a Pokemon to deal with him, or you just lose. So Crocodile and Keldeo are basically one of the same if you are gonna talk about strategy. So for the next one, we're gonna talk about Mienshao. Mienshao, I think, is the least best Pokemon for saying like he's OP. No, I don't think Mienshao is really OP because he has a lot of counters, such as for example protect, like high jump kick is OP move but can easily be dealt by using a protect or a Pokemon that can tank it, such as Manibus, or you have for example protect or Empoleon. But Mienshao I think deserves this tier of OP Pokemon because, like I said, High Jump Kick OP. He also has access to U-Turn, so you can gain momentum. He also has access to Knockoff, and most importantly, he is one of the primary source to deal with Crocodile, like Crocodile, Scarfage, can't outspeed Mienshao, and also Mienshao with on high jump kick can kill Crocodile. So I think Mienshao is in the T-Star, like OP pokes, so because he can deal with Crocodile, so like most people use Mienshao in his team, so it can deal with Crocodile. I think it's the primary source to deal with Crocodile. Like we said before, Crocodile, if he press one a lot of times, he wins. So Mienshao is a must in your team if you don't have anything else to deal with it. So you can stop Crocodile from doing his thing. So what's your opinion about Mienshao?
Mienshao, I think it's like I don't think it's really OP. I think you can deal with it like easily. Manibus easily walls it because it has like two moves that has an accuracy low, like high jump kick and stone edge, and Manibus easily walls high jump kick. I think like Midi-chan is more stronger, like it does more than 50% on Manibus, but Mienshao has a generator, what is really good. Because I remember once I used like Medi-chan with Life Orb, and then when it was low AGP, I used the Wish with Alomomola, and then it was back to the game. It now can happen again because Alomo is banned, so I think Mienshao is now the best fight Pokemon. Not to do damage, but to outspeed Pokemons like Crocodile, the Mienshao is a good counter. And if it took some damage, you can switch out and then it is back to the game with the regen ability.
With that, like I prefer using the regenerator ability over Reckless as well. I think high jump kick already has a lot of damage, so Reckless is a little overkill for Mienshao. So as the next one, we're gonna talk about Sharpedo. This Pokemon is broken not because his movies or his things, but because his ability. Like this Pokemon has access to speed boost, and I think speed boost is like the most broken ability in this game. Like every turn you receive a choice scarf for your Pokemon is like stupid. But like I said, Sharpedo also has a counter, that is Manibus. Like Alomomola was also a counter to Sharpedo, like completely wows it. But Manibus does it as well. And also Sharpedo will need to use Life Orb. So like if you keep pressing Roost with your Manibus, you can deal with it. The problem is if you lose your Manibus, then Sharpedo will sweep your team without a doubt because like he's unstoppable and there's not much priority moves in T-Star. Unless you are rich and have an Entei in your team, so one extreme speed can KO Sharpedo. But Sharpedo I think is a very underrated Pokemon, like not a lot of people use it and I don't know why, because he's OP as fuck. And also I think Sharpedo will be a good way to deal with, for example, Haiku. Like you put Sharpedo in the field and Haiku will need to 50-50 subs or attacking it. And also if Sharpedo gets a +1 speed already deal with Haiku. So I think Sharpedo is very good, but once again I don't think he deserves a ban because Manibus is in the field. Manibus is one of the Pokemons that can stop him. So if Manibus, for example, get banned, I think Sharpedo will be the best Pokemon for to start without adopt. But since Manibus is chewing, I think Sharpedo can't be very strong like he is when, for example, Manibus dies and you don't have anything to do with Sharpedo anymore. So, what's your opinion about Sharpedo?
Well, Sharpedo for me, it's really annoying to play against. Like, I think the only two Pokemon that was Sharpedo are Manibus and Chestnut. Well, of course, Sharpedo has the main problem of Sharpedo is having Earthquake on its move bank because you could wall it with Empoleon, but once he Earthquakes you, it's a big problem to deal with. Also, to deal with Sharpedo, you got a yard move like Extreme Speed, Choice Band, and Tail that it's really good to kill it, or you got a Manibus and hope to not be critted, sized, né? And the Chestnut can easily walls Sharpedo, but Chestnut is also expensive and hard to get. So Sharpedo is now, with the banishment of Alomomola, Sharpedo is now the monster of tier 1. And people have figured out that it's a really good Pokemon and now they are starting using it.
I agree with you. I think people will use Sharpedo more and more because like Alomomola bans. Like Alomomola literally destroyed Sharpedo, but now since she's gone, like Manibus, yeah, he can walls Sharpedo, but is not as effective as Alomomola were. So yeah, I think Sharpedo is now will be very good and will be better than he already was. So for the next one, we're gonna talk about Entei. Like this Pokemon has a nerf in this game. Like you need adamant nature to use extreme speed, so you can't use Jolly, for example, to deal with it. Like he has 100 speed base, so if you are using a Jolly, he would probably be much better. But since you can't use extreme speed, then you need to have an adamant nature. Like extreme speed is the most broken attack for him, in my opinion. Like even Sacred Fire is not as good as a Banded Extreme Speed. And also Entei, like we already said before, can deal with Sharpedo and also Extreme Speed is very good. But I don't think Entei should deserve a ban because like it's easily countered. Like you need at least a little bit of brain to play against it, and I think Pokemons that you need brain to play with it deserve to be at least respectable. Like for example, if you have a Manibus, of course, and they should decide if you will use Sacred Fire, if you will use Extreme Speed. Like if you use Extreme Speed, he will take a little damage and will do nothing to Manibus, for example. So I think Entei is a respectable Pokemon, even though he is OP, but I don't think he deserves a ban or he is like over the top because I think he's easily countered even though he is very good. So what's your opinion about Entei?
Entei, I think is really strong. Choice Band, Sacred Fire are really annoying because almost all Sacred Fires I've got in my when I faced Entei resulted in a burnment. Like if you get a Donphan that can walls the Sacred Fire, it would like um, it would probably burn your Donphan and then it would be like useless because Donphan is three moves and a Stealth Rock. So Entei is for me it's a very moral Pokemon. If you use it, you're gay. But I think you can wall it, but it's kind of hard because if the user of Entei has a well team with another Pokemon to deal with Manibus, like if he gets Entei and Sylveon on the same team are very annoying to deal with. But it can be dealt, but it is still really annoying to play against.
I usually, when I saw Entei to start with which a duel which Sylveon as well, so like most of the times I use Empoleon and Manibus in the same team, so it can easily counter Entei. But people who don't have access to those Pokemons can suffer a lot against Entei. But I don't think he's OP like most people says about Entei. So the next one, Empoleon, the only specially defense that we have in this list. I think Empoleon is the best special defensive, even though I put Godra. We're gonna talk about Godra later, but I still think Empoleon is the best, even though Godra will be better now since Blissey is gone. But Empoleon have access to like Manibus, he is very versatile Pokemon, like he has access to a lot of moves, for example Protect, Stealth Rock, Defog, Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, um, so Grass Knot. So this Pokemon like is very versatile, so you when you see Empoleon for the first time, you don't know what he wants to do, if he's offensive. Like I already saw some people using Modest Nature, which focus session, dealing a shit ton of damage. Others using Calm Nature, which protect Toxic, to killing your opponent slowly. So that's why I think Empoleon is very good. It's like Manibus, he is very versatile as a defense, especially defense Pokemon, and also can deal a lot of damage. And yes, I think Empoleon can be easily dealt with, like for example, his chip type. Even especially defensive Pokemon, for example, we talked about Raikou, can deal with it. So if you're not using the Empoleon very well, he's probably will become useless. So Empoleon, I think will suffer a little because Haiku got banned. So I think Godra will have more usage, and Empoleon will lose a little of his popularity now with Haiku in the field. But I still think Empoleon is very OP, and of course I don't think he deserves a ban even before Haiku was in the field. So what is your opinion about Empoleon?
I don't know if Empoleon deserves to be banned, but it's very annoying Pokemon to play against. I said that Pokemons are annoying. I think all Pokemons, but Empoleon is very annoying to play against because it has like Toxic and Scald. At least against me, Scald always burns, so it's very hard to play against. But Empoleon has also a really strong special defense, but it's kind of hard to deal with. But you can deal with it. I thought Magneton using specs would easily wall it, like not wall, but deal with Magnet Pool and Thunderbolt specs, but it does like a shit damage. So Magneton is kind of shit against it. I'm saying it because recently someone asked to me for my Magneton, and I said it was shit. It because Empoleon is very strong to all special Pokemons.
So that's it for the OP pokes. Now let's analyze the ban list that I think we should talk about if these Pokemon deserve to be unbanned or not. First of all, we're starting against with the Demon Cloister. Like Cloister is without a doubt an annoying Pokemon. Like if you use a Cloister, you probably has very small cock, because not because his normal set like focus session, things like that, but because of the usage of King's Rock, like the area NG, and Jesus makes this Pokemon annoying as fuck to deal with. Like, I don't think he is OP as fuck, but I think he deserves to be banned, and don't think he should be unbanned from Tier 1, because like if you buff Shell Smash and starting flinch your opponent to the death, like it would be very difficult. Also, Cloister, there's not much priority moves in Tier 1, so it would be very hard to deal with him. So I don't think Cloister deserves to be unbanned, even just because King's Rock is in a thing. So, for example, if this game, like Pokemon Planet, adopt the same rule that Smogon no, Showdown adopted for Cloister, like banning the King's Rock for it, then I think he should be allowed in Tier 1. But since he is able to use King's Rock, I think he should stay banned. So what's your opinion about Cloister?
Cloister, it's a shit Pokemon. I think if you use it, you have a negative cock, as you said, because Cloister, well, I mean King's Rock Cloister, of course, because in this game it seems like King's Rock has 90% of flinch rate, what should not be, but it's ridiculous to play against it. I think if it's Sash or Spike's lead just to set hazards on the gate, I think it's a nice Pokemon, but if you use like King's Rock, no way of using it. It should be banned from the game, the entire game, like many uh, OU battles too, and it's very annoying Pokemon. And about the entire list, I will make it faster. I think the only Pokemon that should be unbanned it's Mew, because I think Mew is really nice. No one uses it but Smog, so I think people should start using. And the others all should be banned and still banned because they are too strong. Like Alakazam is too strong and Nidoking is fast and strong. The buff Pokemons like Dragon Dance, Gyarados, and Salamance are very strong too. So it would be really annoying to deal with, and it would make the game really fast and like unstoppable Pokemons. And Chandelure is also the same thing. If you can deal with, like, it has no counter, but I think the only counter would be Snorlax and maybe Assault Vest Gudra. So I think the only one should be Mew, and that is it.
Well, let's go for the next one then, Alakazam. I think Alakazam should be remain banned because like the Fox Sash Magic Guard combination is OP, so I don't think it deserves a ban. And also he has a lot of speed and a lot of speed attack, and he is very hard to deal with even in ranked and Tier 2, so I don't think Alakazam should be unbanned. So what's your opinion about it? I think I don't need to talk a lot since it's very clearly.
Oh, as I said, it's really strong and it's already hard to deal with it in the OU battles. So it would be amazingly strongly in the tier 1, so of course it should still ban it.
For Nidoking now, I think Nidoking it's a difficult case to be unbanned or not. I think Nidoking is very cool, and I think he would be a S star for Tier 1, and I think, in my opinion, Nidoking should be unbanned because, for example, if we compare him with his other this female version like Nidoqueen. Yeah, Nidoqueen is OP, but it's not like game breaking or something. And I don't think Nidoking will be game breaking as well for Tier 1. Like, yes, he's fast and he deals a lot of damage, and he's also versatile, but putting Nidoking in the game would be very nice because Pokemons like Mienshao and Crocodile would have a threat to them, and also Psychic Pokemons would return to the meta. Not return, but will be in the meta, such as Starmie, for example, since Dark Pokemon will be a little out when Nidoking enters in the field, so Psychic Pokemon would return to the field to deal with Nidoking. So I think Psychic Pokemon should have a little love in this tier. So what's your opinion about Nidoking?
I think Nidoking should still ban it because it's really strong. Sheer force life yard like Nidoqueen has the same ability and it's really strong, but I think Nidoking being faster would be a problem. So I think it should still ban it just to make the game fun at how it is now. So I think Nidoking could mess it up, so it should still ban it.
So the next one, Mew. I think Mew should be unbanned as well for this tier. Like you can argue, Mew can learn a lot of moves in this game, but also like I said before, like knockoff and dark types is very popular in this tier, so Mew should not be a lot of a mess and a lot of a threat for chess Pokemon. I think Mew, when enters in tier 1, would not be an S tier Pokemon, would be like Celebi, for example. Like he is very easily to deal against. And also Mew is a very cool Pokemon. Like you can have a lot of different move sets. Like you can use him as a hazard Pokemon, you can use him as a damage dealer Pokemon, you can use him as the cool transform, imprison thing. So I think Mew is primarily the next in the list for an unbanned Pokemon. I think he deserves to be unbanned. So what's your opinion about Mew?
I think it's a really nice Pokemon. It should be unbanned. Agree with you. It has a variety of sets, so it would be fun to play against and play with. I think it's the only Pokemon on this list that should be unbanned. That is it.
The next one, Kingdra. I think Kingdra should remain banned because, like, Rain in tier 1 is not popular, but I think is very good. Like, I made some videos using Rain, and I was which sadly because Kingdra was banned. But I know that if she got unbanned, everyone would use Kingdra and Rain 41. Basically because Blissey and Chansey are now banned, so I think Kingdra would be very OP. Even though, for example, Empoleon also can walls it. So, looking at it by now, since Empoleon is in the field, maybe Kingdra can be unbanned or not, but it's not a fun Pokemon to play against, and it's not fun Pokemon to play with, so I think that should be considerable to be unbanned or not, but I think it should be banned because it's very unfun to play with. Just because of it, not because she is OP and would break the game if she got unbanned. No, but she's boring, so she deserves to be unbanned and don't want to deal with that Pokemon soon. So, what's your opinion about Kingdra?
Yeah, I agree. I think tier 1 is about to play with Pokemon that are rarely used. So I think like Entei, no one uses it, and Haiku, no one uses it. So I think the game, if you bring like these shit Pokemons like not shit but not really strong like Nidoking and Kingdra, they would make the game like likely the tier 2. So I think it should still ban just to make it funny. Yeah, I think it's so.
For the next one, Gyarados. I think Gyarados should be unbanned. I don't think he's strong as fuck like people thinks. Like compare him, for example, with Feraligatr, like Gyarados should be easily walled by Manibus, should be easily walled by Haiku now, should be easily walled by Chesnaught as well. So I don't think Gyarados is very OP. Like, yeah, he's a little unfun. Like, he's like Feraligatr in my opinion, and should deserve to be banned because he's boring as fuck, like Kingdra. Which I don't think he is like the game breaker type of Pokemon that if he got unbanned, he would break the meta and everyone is using a Gyarados because he's common and also he is good and perfect Pokemon. No, I think if he gets unbanned, it would be boring to play with it, and also he would be very easily to deal with it. So yeah, maybe it should be unbanned. I think more like Kingdra, but a little more fun to play with Gyarados. I think he should be unbanned, maybe. So what's your opinion about Gyarados?
I think it should still ban it because it's a really boring Pokemon to play against. Like, it's Dragon Dance, Waterfall, and sometimes Ice Fang. Ice Fang it's really moral because it has Flinch and Ice um, possibilities, and it's very annoying to play against. I think it should still ban it just to make the game fun as it is. I think it make the game boring. Yeah.
Yeah, now that to talk about it, like the Icy Fang Flinch, I remember a lot of games that I lost to like noobs that buff one time the Gyarados and then Flinch or Zapdos with Icy Fang, and then you lost to a Gyarados and you started to feel shit and you want to throw yourself in the trash. But yeah, I think Gyarados is like boring, and yeah, he's not OP, but I think he should be continue banned because he's boring and people would use him a lot since he's a common one. So next we are gonna talk about Salamance. Like Salamance, I don't think it's OP, but the fact that he has access to Moxie as well, making broken, I don't think he would be. I think he would be very broken in Tier 1 since Dragon Dance plus Outrage, Moxie. Like there's not much fire types in T-Star besides of Sylveon. And also he would be a better Crocodile. So since Crocodile is already broken and very good, I think Salamence would be a better Crocodile, and of course would be game breaking. Like there's not much ice shards user in T-Star, so Salamence could be a real threat. So yeah, I think he should remain banned as well. So what's your opinion about Salamence?
Yeah, absolutely agree. Salamence Dragon Dance is very strong. Like in the OU, it's not really strong because we have many counters like Hidden Power Ice Sephiroth or Clefable and stuff. But in Tier 1, it doesn't have like a lot of counters, only Manibus and a full play. But if you don't got full play, you would be fucked up. So I think Salamence should still ban it because it's really strong Pokemon and it would like sweep everyone.
Next, we're gonna talk about Chandelure. Chandelure, I think, should be unbanned from Tier 1. I think Ghost types should have a little more love, like the same as Mew. Knockoff is very popular, and also Manibus is very popular. Also, Sharpedo and Empoleon is very popular. So I think Chandelure, if he gets unbanned, he would not be a threat. Also, he would be like an A-tier Pokemon. Like, yeah, you could argue that he's very good and he has a lot of special attack, but I don't think he is a game breaker, and I think if he gets unbanned, he would be like not very good mostly because there's a lot of knockoff users in T-Star, and I think it would be very cool to have Chandelure unbanned like Mew. I think if in the next patch Mew and Chandelure should be the ones unbanned from Star if there's another patch in the future. Like ghost types should have a little love from Star, and also I don't think he would break the game because, like I said, knockoff is a thing in Star, and Dark type, of course, is very popular. So Mew and Chandelure, in my opinion, should be the next one to get unbanned. So, what's your opinion about Chandelure?
Before I said only Mew should be unbanned, but I think Chandelure can be unbanned too because it's not a very strong Pokemon. Like it's really strong, but it's not wow. It can be easily walled by like um, Empoleon or Snorlax or even a Crocodile, so you can deal with it easily because or it have subs and Calm Mind or it is Scarfed, and if it's Scarfed you can easily pursue it. If it's Calm Mind you can outspeed it easily, so I think you can deal with it like kinda easy. It should be abandoned too. It would be fun to play with it.
Yeah, Chandelure, I think if he would get unbanned, I think like Pokemon such as Crobat would be good in the meta since it has access to Infiltrator. And also, Chandelure is a cool Pokemon because he's versatile, like you said, like Subscale Mindset, Scarf, Specs, like different types of moves, such as Grass Knot, for example, he can learn. So yeah, I think Mew and Chandelure should be the next ones to get unbanned. And as for the last Pokemon we're gonna talk will be Godra. Like we're not gonna spend so much time on it because it's only a presumption or like a hypothesis. But I think Godra will be the next Empoleon. She would be like in the same level as Empoleon for T-Star because she can deal with Haiku not very easily, but still can deal with it, and because her biggest counter, Blissey, got banned. So I think Godra will now be a very nice Pokemon to have. Like, I used Godra before, yeah, she was good, but not as good as now, in my opinion. So, what's your opinion about Godra? What she will be now, in your opinion?
I think Kingdra is a really nice Pokemon. The stack of 8 and it's really powerful. It has an amazing special defense and a high special attack. So I think like it being an Assault Vest or Specs would be really funny. Modest, Sassy and Timid are the best matches. I think Timid it's really nice because it has also a high speed. It's 80 speed if I'm not wrong. And it can outspeed a lot of Pokemons, and it has like Earthquake on it that could deal with Ico, or even if it specs, timid specs, it could like I don't know, Sludge Wave or something would do a lot of damage. And I really like Gudra. I must get one soon.
Thing that I want to talk about Gudra is she is a versatile Pokemon as well, but somehow no one uses as versatile. For example, using a offensive Gudra like with Choice Band, Power Reaper, things like that. I already saw a friend of mine using it, but I will not tell his name because he uses a lot of Gudra with that strategy and I don't want to spread it to another people. So guys, we are gonna finish the video today. Before starting this video, I thought I would talk like with my friend Toise for like about 20 minutes, but somehow it is already 1 hour of video already. So yeah, that happens when two nerds that never touch grass in their lives start talking about a subject they like. So, Toys, do you have anything to say for your not a gay style friends?
And yeah, I think I thought would be faster, but it was fun to do. It's longer than I thought. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and um, It's the first video I have recorded with my voice, so I hope you have enjoyed. Sometimes I failed, but it happens. Maybe I start recording for a channel like Clone War videos. So I don't know. Maybe I get better soon. Maybe I record. I hope you have enjoyed, and thanks for the opportunity, Kiko Noel, the
Uh,
massive cock and small brain guy.
for you guys, we are both Brazilians talking in English, so if your English was not perfect, so sorry, but we are not native English speaker, but we are trying our best. So guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you guys when the next Clan Wars Star 1 started.